General and Surgical B. Oh, hi, Mary. Oh, God. Oh, dear God, no. Bleep Dr. Brooke. How much time do we have? It had to be today when we're stretched to capacity. OK, thanks. Code D!
What's up?
A&E just called.
What is it? What is it? It's not another motorway pile-up, is it?
Worse than that. She's coming.
Oh, Jiminy Cricket!
Tile.
Ty! Rick's got me up at 4 to take out an appendix!
Well, put that on then.
Oh, no, why does it have to be now?
OK, Phil, I'll take over.
Oh, Michael, thank you.
Busy night?
If my arse doesn't see a chair in the next hour, it may never be able to recognise one again.
Go on, then.
Why do you think she's coming down?
Well, don't you know? It's all in the Book of Revelation. Plague, pestilence, death, and Diana.
Please, Michael, don't annoy her. One word from her, Rex makes our lives a misery.
Rex does that. I thought it was government policy.
Please, Michael, for me, no sarcasm.
OK.
Thank you.
Can I use irony?
No.
Parody?
Michael.
Badinage, banter, raillery, burlesque, satire, persiflage.
You're the boss.
Travesty, erision, illusion.
I'll be in the mess.
Would I ever knowingly behave badly to someone?
Places!
Hey. I think she's gone into the wall.
Nurse? Do I look like a nurse?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? What's wrong with you?
Diana.
Oh. So how long have you had the head injury?
She was hit by a car. It didn't stop, and she didn't get the number.
I'm Diana Ewitts. I'm the unit manager for this medical team. If there's anything we can do to assist you to obtain your operation more speedily, please let me know. Thank you.
Actually, she's under observation at the moment, pending the results of her test. More Dr. Russell's patient than mine.
You mean she's staying here?
Yes.
Well, have you any idea how much that costs? Well, I think you should know.
I don't want to know. It might affect my judgment. My judgment is that she needs observation by Dr. Russell. Dr. Russell agrees. Oh, here she is now. Kate, tell her you agree. The head injury. There's no point in surgery until we know what's happening?
Diana, I need to have a talk with you.
Well, I can't stop now.
It's important.
I'll be
I
seeing
want to
you at
meet
the
on-
group meeting at 10.
That isn't really...
Thank you.
The point is, Diana, if we get one thing wrong, that woman could spend the rest of her life staring into space, counting her drool, hitting the lino.
You're right. A malpractice case could cost us a fortune.
Exactly, so it's really a saving.
Well, as long as everyone realizes this isn't a hotel. Sister.
Well, thank you very much for standing up for me there.
I'm not speaking to you.
You just did.
Only to tell you that.
Twice.
This is not going to work, you know.
Kate.
I don't want to discuss it.
OK.
I said I don't want to discuss it.
OK.
Oh, for God's sake, stop that.
What?
Well, ignoring me when I say I don't want to discuss it.
What?
Well, at least you could have the decency to ask me why I don't want to discuss it.
All right. Why don't you want to discuss it?
You'd really like to know that, wouldn't you?
What did I say now?
If you must know, I would prefer to avoid encountering a disgusting display of your fatal charm.
Kate.
Ha! I knew it. I'm late for my clinic.
Damn it!
Dr. Jensen, GP recommends admission.
Which bed?
Number 4.
Well, no, Mr. Jordan.
I know.
I didn't expect to find you back here.
No.
I warned you last time. You have to stop smoking. You carried on, didn't you?
I want another opinion.
Did I tell you what's happening to your arteries? They're getting clogged up. The blood can't flow, and that's why you have this problem.
Well, how do I know your diagnosis is right?
Mr. Jordan, this is serious.
I want the best brains. I want the senior surgeon.
Well, make up your mind. Which?
Good morning.
You're in a good mood today, Mr. Regis.
The birds are singing, the sun is shining, and I get to cut up members of the public. It's a wonderful life.
More wonderful for some than for others.
Who rattled your cage?
Your friend, the Spider-Woman's been down. She says observation's too expensive.
And so it is. There isn't anyone who wouldn't be better off if we sliced them up straight away and had a good route around.
I should have known better than to tangle with Dr. 07, licensed to kill.
Why don't you put on spiked gloves and give yourself a rectal examination? We've mollycoddled malingerers for long enough. And at our expense, wheel 'em in, chop 'em up, and wheel 'em out. Any new admissions?
No, not at the moment. Why don't you go and make Phil's life a misery?
He doesn't need any help from me.
Who does?
Look, I've just about had enough of your childish jibes.
Oh, come on, Rex.
I suppose you don't know anything about the message concerning me in the toilets?
Which particular one's that?
The one that claims I'm a bogus doctor.
Not me, Rex. I always claimed you were a real doctor, but a bogus human being. Kate.
Oh, no, please.
Just listen.
No, I don't want to listen.
Don't say this isn't a good time to talk about
This
it.
isn't a good time to talk about it.
This is a great time to talk about it.
I'm busy.
Kate, I need you right now. Don't you see, if we let Diana tell us how long we can keep people in for observation, we might just as well say to Rex, here's a chainsaw, get weaving.
Michael, I have made up my mind. I cannot work on the same team as you.
What?
You heard me. I'm going to see Diana and get out.
Is this something personal?
Yes?
What?
Well, you're sarcastic, you're vain, you retain the sense of humour of a medical student, and you have a bad attitude to authority.
Authority? Kate, the staff voted 6-1 against us becoming a trust hospital. The local people voted 15-1 against us becoming a trust hospital.
I've had enough.
You can't be serious.
Well, let's see, shall we? No, I don't seem to be wearing those trick glasses with the eyeballs dangling out on strings. Imagine I must be serious.
Do we have to bring my dangling eyeballs glasses into this every time? Lots of people think they're funny.
We don't all like things to be funny in intensive care.
You used to think I was funny.
I used to think you were amusing. I still think you're a great doctor, but I can't take this war with the system all the time.
Kate, do you want to stand around while accountants close this place around their ears?
No.
So what's the problem, really?
What's the problem? You ask me what's the problem.
Yes.
I would tell you, but as incredible as it may seem, I don't want to embarrass you.
I don't think it's going to embarrass me.
I think it is.
Kate, what's the problem?
I've undressed now, Doctor.
I wonder if you'd come with me for a moment, Dr. James. You see these?
Yes?
I think these are the problem, in a nutshell.
I see.
Not these actual ones, of course. The ones a certain person uses for brains. Now, if you let me get on with my clinic, I believe we have a meeting to get to.
Kate! I said I was sorry. It was a terrible mistake, a weakness. You know how nurses are.
It's too late.
Kate! What do you want from me?
I want us to get on with our jobs and leave the past behind us.
All right, I'm going.
And just try and cooperate during the meeting, would you?
I'll try.
Thank you.
I think you're the rudest and most unpleasant doctor I've ever met in the whole of my life.
Is that so?
I'm going to write down your name, and I fully intend to report your conduct under the Citizens' Charter.
Sure. But I'll have my hands round your liver before then.
Trouble?
Oh, nothing. By the way, you dropped your badge.
Oh, cheers, Rex.
Can we get on to this as soon as... I want to operate as soon as possible.
What's this?
New admission. I found him in the ward half an hour ago. 90% blockage left leg.
You're not going to...
Nothing like an amputation first thing after lunch.
But Rex, he's 82.
Yes?
You're a sick man.
Well, what would your suggestion be, Doctor? Send in a team of lesbian social workers to sing Kumbaya to him till it drops off in one.
Come on, Rex, he's a person. The trauma of losing a leg at that age could kill him.
Well, he should have thought of that when he went puffing on at 40 a day.
What does Michael think?
Well, who cares?
Has Kate had a look at him? Maybe with drugs and physiotherapy?
It's all been decided this afternoon.
How did he take it? Oh, no, you can't do this to me!
Good morning, Rex. You look happy. Santa bring you a new meat cleaver?
Why don't you go and give someone a suppository?
Every time I do, Rex, I think of you.
Good morning,
Good morning.
everybody.
Good morning.
Dr. Brooke, can you find somewhere else?
Michael, could I have a word?
Yeah.
Well, this is the first meeting like this for our little team, and I'm sure we'll all be glad to know that it won't be the last.
Here, here.
Don't show fear, she can smell it.
When I first suggested it, there were some on the board of management that said a team mixing physicians and surgeons would never be able to work with each other. But in keeping with St. James's new status as a trust hospital, we have to show trust for each other. So that's what these meetings are for, to exchange information, to ask questions, and generally interact. We could just press on for a moment, thank you. Now, as you know, one of our first tasks is to make sure the public understand the changes to St. James's now we are a trust hospital, and the kind of services which are our forte.
Why don't we change our name to Trust Hospital's Forte?
You have a question, Doctor?
No, I was just thinking out loud.
Well, then, if you might press on. Now, the board have decided to engage a firm of media consultants to make a short video showing the kind of facilities we offer. And guess what? They're going to be doing some filming on our ward this afternoon.
Oh, well done.
I've already seen the excellent prospectus they did on Lakenworth Mental Hospital.
Thinking of going mad? Then why not come to Laken...
I think I can speak for everyone, Diana, when I say that you can count on our fullest cooperation in this.
Thank you, Dr. Regis.
Even if it means giving up our time to appear in the film.
It's an advert, Rex, not a video nasty.
Well, I gather they are hoping to use some of the actual staff and patients.
Excuse me, Diana, but Michael and I were discussing this kind of thing earlier, and he said he'd be only too pleased to help on something like this, wouldn't you?
Well,
Oh, well, excellent. I'll introduce you to our director. Well, that's settled then. Oh, Dr. Russell, you said you wanted to talk to me about something.
Oh, that's all sorted out now.
Oh, good, splendid.
Excuse me, Miss Ewart.
Ah, here she is. Dr. Jimson, may I introduce you to Charmaine, our director?
Hello.
Hello.
I'll leave you in his capable hands.
Michael, could I just have a quick word?
Get lost, fat boy. So, you've seen the whole hospital, have you?
Yes, I think we've fairly much covered everything in the recce.
Even the doctor's quarters?
No. No, I don't think we bothered with that.
Oh, I think you should.
I may vomit.
I wanted to be in the film.
I think you're much more valuable to us, Dr. Regis, in the operating theatre.
Pauline's going to her pottery class Thursday night.
I'll check my diary.
Hello, Mr. Jordan. How are you feeling now?
Who the hell are you?
I'm Dr. Brooke. I'm Dr. Regis's houseman.
Who was the other doctor, the one I saw before?
He was the registrar.
Yeah, I want to get better, not married. You going to poke me about as well?
No, no.
Thank God for that. Well, am I going to get better?
We think you might need an operation.
And I'll be all right after that?
Yeah.
Good. Well, what is this operation then?
Well, it's a very quick process. Afterwards, we'll get you home just as soon as we can.
So I'll soon be back on my feet.
Yeah? Well, partly.
It's important, you see.
Oh?
Well, my wife is bedridden. Has been for 4 years. See, she relies on me to get out, do the things. It's not been easy. Sometimes I don't think I could go on without my smokes. And then my legs started flaring up and, well, if I couldn't get out, that'd be it. She'd kill me.
This is very interesting. Very interesting. Did you write this?
Yes, I did, actually.
It's very interesting. I think you've got the feel of the whole place.
Really? In, what sense?
Well, the, sick people and the nurses and everything. You see this bit here? She stops by a bed where a doctor with a stethoscope is examining a seriously ill patient. It's amazing. I have a stethoscope.
Thanks. We did do a lot of research.
Did you?
We found that basically doctors with stethoscopes bending over seriously ill patients is one of those key images which triggers concern and worry.
That's incredible. I was worried just then when you were saying it.
Do you think it would be all right to use a member of public for a seriously ill patient?
Use one of our patients?
Yes.
For advertising?
Oh, please.
Yeah, sure. We got loads of them here. That's what we have. We're a hospital.
Of course, we need one who won't actually say anything.
Have you ever seen the effects of a head injury?
No.
Well, I think it could work for us.
Keeping an eye on him?
No, I was just here at the time, making some notes.
Kate, those aren't notes. They're just squiggly lines. Squiggle, squiggle, squiggle.
That's my doctor's handwriting.
You're still crazy about him, aren't you?
If he and I were the last two people left alive on Earth, I'd do it with a Black & Decker electric wallpaper stripper.
I believe you.
I mean, how can he fall for stuff like that?
Like what?
Miss Clingy, skirt up to her gusset, girly, girly, toss her hair about, pouty, lick her lips, giggly boots. Did I leave anything out?
She laughs at his jokes.
Only a complete and utter slut would laugh at his jokes.
Kate, could I have a word?
What?
We had a blockage case in this morning. The leg's almost completely cold. Rex wants to amputate this afternoon.
Well, how did he get hold of him? Did Michael call him?
He wandered in and found him in the ward.
Phil, however many times do I have to tell you to keep Rex away from the ward? You know there's a chance he could see the patients.
Could you keep the old boy in? Try something else for a while.
I can't, Phil. I can't take over one of Rex's cases. You know that.
We could appeal to Diana.
What? And tell her to keep him in? I don't think so at that price.
Rex has booked the theatre for this afternoon.
Oh, great. Well, all we can hope for now is some kind of hideous major disaster with hundreds of casualties to take precedence.
I can't tell the old boy. I can't find the words that put it kindly. The best I can come up with is, wouldn't it be nice to have some slippers that wear out half as quickly?
Only we could distract Rex with something else.
So, I'll be about here.
Yes, and she'll come walking down to the bed, stop about here and say something like,
Dr. Jimson, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I need to consult with you urgently.
Well,
It won't take a moment.
I'll be right back. What?
Michael, I need you to tell her that you think it's better if Rex plays the doctor instead of you.
Rex plays the doctor? Well, I'm not sure he's that good an actor.
Listen, there's an old man over there who's going to lose his leg needlessly because Rex wants to try out his Swiss Army knife this afternoon. The only thing that's going to stop him is if we find something else that appeals to his ego. He can play the doctor. We'll tell him that Phil's done the amputation, then hide the poor old devil in geriatrics until I can have a proper look at him.
Oh, I get it.
What? What?
You're jealous.
What?
You can't bear to see me with Charmaine, so you've cooked this whole thing up.
You had the nerve to suggest that I still have feelings for you after the way...
Well?
Thank you very much, Dr. Jimson. Good morning.
good morning.
Am I disturbing?
No, come on.
I told Mr. Jordan.
Well, how did he take it?
He seemed quite happy about it. If you say I've got to lose the leg, Doctor, he said, then I'm not going to argue with you.
They think we know everything, the ones that get to that age.
Yeah. My mum was just the same. To her, the two people in the whole world who were infallible was the Doctor and the Pope. It's understandable, I suppose. They both wore white coats and told her she should have sex only once a month. You know, when I qualified, I thought I'd be right about everything. But I'm the same idiot I always was, only with a stethoscope. I'm afraid there's something else.
What?
I'm afraid I told him I'd save his leg.
Well, I don't understand. I thought Rex was operating.
He is. Yeah. I told him I'd literally save his leg. He wants to have it afterwards.
Have it?
He wants to keep it.
He can't keep it.
Well, legally, it's still his.
And what does he want it for? To put under the pillow for the leg fairy?
He says that when he goes, he wants to be buried all together.
You can't do that, Phil. It's unhygienic.
I know. What am I going to do?
Bring Keith in the path lab. Maybe he's got a sterile one you can have.
What? Give him somebody else's leg?
Seal it up. He'll never notice.
Thanks, Kate. Was there anything else?
Not really, Phil. There's nothing more to be said. He said I was jealous. Jealous! I can't believe the arrogance of that man. I could put up with the womanising I'm used to and running after every stupid, giggling, wobbling, breasty tart with a skirt up to a gluteus maximus. Bubble-headed bimbo. I'm used to that. But that man's arrogance has resulted in a patient needlessly receiving the wrong treatment, and that is unforgivable. I am going to find Diana and tell her I want out. Don't argue with me. My mind is made up.
Yeah. Okay.
There we are.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can we lose that thing?
Thank you, sister.
If there's anything else we can do to make you comfortable.
I suppose sex is out of the question.
Definitely. Relax. They'll be here to collect you in a moment. Doctor?
What about next week, then?
Dr. Regis, if you don't mind, I have to go over my script.
What script?
For the promo video.
You didn't say you were in it.
Well, why should I?
Have a good lunch.
I wasn't hungry for some reason.
Oh, I worried about you. So I brought you this. See you in the carvery.
Dr. Brooke, that was the path lab. They've got one for you.
Got one what?
Phil Spector's Christmas album. What do you think?
Oh, right. Yeah, thanks.
I thought it was a good idea under the circumstances to exploit Dr. Jimson more, seeing as he's agreed to do it anyway. So he'll be saying something like this.
Oh, well, I'm not sure.
Okay, we're going to go for a take now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Places. Run tape. And cue.
Here at St. James, we always forget that patient care is our primary function. And that is why
Cut and reset. Sorry.
What?
Sorry you said always.
Yes?
Well, it should be never.
Oh, right.
All right, quick as you can, please. Run tape. And cue.
Here at St. James, we never remember that patient care is our primary function. And that is why...
Cut and
I'm
reset.
sorry, I'm getting a little confused here. You know, it's nerves and everything.
All right, not to worry. Places, everybody, please. Okay, this is going to be the one.
Run tape. And cue.
Here at St. James, we always remember that patient care is our primary function. And that is why we pride ourselves on our unpacked... Oh, for God's sake, someone put a pillow over her face! I'm trying to work here.
Cut. Diana. We have taken rather longer to light this shot than we allowed. If we don't get a take in the next 2 minutes, we go into overtime for the crew.
Right then, quick as you can then. Front table. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And cue. Here, St. James. We always remember that patient care is our primary function. And that is why we pride ourselves on our unparalleled standards of medical care, where each and every case is treated as an individual. Isn't that right, Doctor?
It certainly is. And that means the right treatment, whatever the cost.
What?
If it wasn't for that, this man would have to lose his leg permanently in an operation, instead of receiving what's more expensive, but right for him. An extended course of anticoagulants while under observation. It's all part of the patient care here at St. James.
Cut. That's a wrap, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
We can't use that. They all want proper treatment.
I moved in behind the curtain so Rex couldn't get his sharp little knives on the way.
I guessed.
Well?
Well, what?
Well, all in all, I think the word sorry might be appropriate.
Yes. I suppose it might be.
Thank you.
For what?
The apology.
What apology? I didn't apologise, you did.
What do I have to apologise for?
Well, you accused me of being jealous.
You were jealous.
I was not.
If you'd have been any greener, you could have stuck ping pong balls on your head and played Kermit.
Well, that's just where you are wrong.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I couldn't care less who you're seeing.
Well, that's good.
Why? Are you seeing her?
Wouldn't you like to know? Well, wouldn't you?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Have either of you authorised a move for the head injury?
What?
Well, she's not in the ward, not down for tests, and the porters took someone away.
Thank God.
We thought they'd taken you to theatre.
We went to check. I told them it was ECG.
ECG?
C122. ECG. The car. I remember.
Okay. Panic over.
Oh, hello, Doctor. Don't try and talk. I've got it for you here.